all they talk about is Caitlyn. Caitlyn could throw somebody a bounce pass. Oh my God, she threw it. It's all about Caitlyn.
Remember all the girls that were just all talking shit about her from the beginning? This was a tune change because that's how they roll. That WNBA is woke as shit. The NBA is woke as shit. And they had to tell her, you better change your thing or we're not going to get behind you 100%. And she did. She bowed down, and that's exactly what happened.
You're too cute by half, and you've managed to piss off your fans.
Caitlin Clark has just been named Times Athlete of the Year, a huge achievement for someone so young. But her acceptance interview has sparked intense debate. During the sit-down, Clark said, I want to say I've earned every single thing, but as a white person, there's a privilege. And a lot of those players in the league that have been really good have been black players. This league has kind of been built on them. Those words sent fans into a frenzy, with reactions split down the middle. One camp is praising her for openly acknowledging racial inequality in sports, something many believe has long existed beneath the surface. The other side is criticizing her, accusing her of bowing to woke pressure and abandoning her authentic voice. As tensions rise and fans argue online, the big question remains, where does this leave Caitlin Clark, and will her fan base continue to support her? The conversation now turns to reactions from major commentators, starting with Candace Owens, who has come out and support Clark while offering her own take on the controversy.
She's 22 years old. I don't know a single commentator out there, Megyn Kelly included, who did not at some point throughout their political career have the wrong perspectives. But for whatever reason, we've decided Caitlyn's not allowed that time to grow. She's not allowed time to change. She's got to be a perfect MAGA candidate and I guess stand up to the entire mob. This girl's literally being bullied, physically bullied, I will say, by the way, on the court. And we know the basis of that is quite racist. I think she just wants to survive. I think genuinely Caitlyn just wants to.
Caitlin Clark's rise to the top has been so rapid that it's easy to forget just how young she still is. Her meteoric success makes it feel like she's been in the spotlight for years, when in reality she's still learning how to navigate fame and the pressure that comes with it. On top of that, she's been pulled into culture war debates she never asked to be part of, all while trying to focus on her career. That context matters when looking at the reaction to her comments. Turning to Dave Portnoy of Barstool Sports adds another layer to the conversation, because unlike many people weighing in, he actually follows basketball closely and understands the game. Portnoy took to Instagram and Twitter to share his raw, unfiltered thoughts on Clark's remarks and the intense backlash and support surrounding them.
Caitlin Clark's popularity has absolutely nothing to do with the color of her skin. Anybody who has actually watched women's basketball or watched Caitlin knows she plays totally different than any woman.
Portnoy completely rejects the idea that Caitlin Clark only succeeded because she's white, arguing instead that her extraordinary basketball talent is what truly sets her apart. He emphasizes that her game is on such a high level that she has become the biggest name in women's basketball history, a point he sees as undeniable. Portnoy also criticizes a wave of commentators jumping into the controversy who don't even follow the sport, noting how voices from all sides of the culture wars are using Clark as a symbol for agendas she doesn't actually support. In the process, he argues her words have been twisted and her identity reshaped to fit narratives that have little to do with who she really is or what she believes.
People who are like co-opting this, who aren't real basketball fans, who aren't real Caitlin Clark fans, are like, oh, the woke mob got to her. She's now saying her success is because of the skin and she has privilege. First of all, she didn't say she had that. She said she earned everything she got. But what do you want Caitlin Clark to do?
Portnoy goes even deeper, arguing that the context around Caitlin Clark's comments matters far more than the exact words she used. He sees her statements less as a reflection of deep political beliefs and more as strategic positioning to navigate the realities of the WNBA environment. From his perspective, Clark's primary goal is to sidestep these toxic cultural debates altogether so she can stay focused on what truly matters to her, dominating on the basketball court.
Plays in a league that is predominantly African American, and she wants to maybe show up at work and not have people hate her. She wants the league to be successful. The more successful, more stars, the better it is for her and everybody in the league. This backlash of Caitlyn turned on the league and Caitlyn is woke and Caitlyn is this. You fuckers are crazy. And that's what I hate. This, for Caitlyn, has never been about.
This was never really about race to begin with. The controversy surrounding Caitlin Clark may generate clicks and social media buzz, but it's clear she wants no part of it. She has always come across as low-key and humble, never aiming to be a political spokesperson of any kind. Basketball is her world. It's what she lives for and what she's exceptional at, which is exactly why she earned Time's Athlete of the Year. While the non-stop arguments and hot takes have undeniably raised her profile, there's a strong case for simply letting her play and appreciating the brilliance we're witnessing. Legendary broadcaster Dan Patrick summed it up best when he urged fans to soak up greatness while it's right in front of them. Having seen decades of sports history, he understands how rare a talent like Caitlin Clark truly is, and his message is clear. Stop trying to tear her down and be grateful we get to witness a once-in-a-generation player.
Can't we just acknowledge Caitlin Clark changed the WNBA? That's it. It's okay. You want to throw in Angel Reese. You want to throw the memory of Cheryl Miller or Cynthia Cooper. Like, it's a win. We got to... This is a unique moment. Caitlin Clark did for the WNBA what Wayne Gretzky did for the NHL when he went to the LA.
We don't need to turn everything a celebrity does into a political statement. Sometimes it's better to step back and appreciate what made them special in the first place. Giving Caitlin Clark credit for her incredible basketball talent doesn't diminish or disrespect other players at all. As Dan Patrick emphasizes, it's okay to simply celebrate excellence for what it truly is. And there's nothing wrong with that.
We laugh. You don't have to go, oh my God, these people are mad, or this person's mad, or this group is mad. Caitlin Clark changed the WNBA. It's okay. It's okay to say that. You're not diminishing what the founding, fathers of the WNBA did. You're not. She's the time.
Stephen A. Smith, who is often known for amplifying drama around athletes and their personal remarks, took a notably more respectful approach when addressing Caitlin Clark's interview. Rather than fueling unnecessary controversy, he began by giving her credit for her extraordinary performance on the court, establishing admiration and respect for her talent before addressing the more controversial aspect of her comments.
She brings big-time play to the equation, big-time attention, and then she steps out. Absolutely no obligation to do so. And she points out the disparity in treatment between her as a white player and black players who preceded her and achieved so much, but lacked the level of recognition she received. Her heart has been in the right place. She deserves major kudos for her heart being in the right.
He continued by praising Caitlin Clark's authenticity and intelligence, highlighting her character as both an athlete and a person off the court. He also called out a WNBA legend who has repeatedly taken shots at Clark, noting how political narratives are often unfairly attached to her words without proper context or any meaningful, thoughtful discussion.
She didn't have to do those things, but she's done those things, which is further evidence that her heart has always been in the right place. And people who were looking for an excuse to denigrate her in any way, their issue wasn't with her, it was with a bigger issue. And they may have been justified in terms of their thinking along those lines, but to aim their ire in her direction directly was foolhardy and not advisable. And it was a huge mistake on the part of people like Sheryl Swoopes and others.
Caitlin Clark has faced intense criticism from her detractors, but this situation has unexpectedly shifted the views of some of her loudest critics. One notable example is Elle Duncan, who was heavily critical of Clark just months ago during the controversy surrounding the physical treatment she was receiving in the WNBA. In a complete turnaround, Duncan has since been praising the superstar, a change that highlights how powerful Clark's performances on the court have been in winning people over.
I think, it's so well deserved by Caitlin Clark. The thing that Time Magazine does really well too is, their people of the year aren't necessarily who's the most popular, although in this case, this is true. It's also people who have, been a part of conversations, the cultural relevancy that comes along with it. It's why sometimes the Time Person of the Year is not a particularly likable person necessarily. And so no matter how you feel about the contributions of Caitlin Clark or the rest of the league, some of the narratives and the discourse that were surrounding it, that is also playing into why she was Time's Athlete of the Year. These conversations, in the W had been bubbling for a very long time. It's nothing new. I mean, these women changed the course of an entire election, and certainly not very many people were happy.
Duncan now appears to understand just how much the storyline surrounding Caitlin Clark matter, perhaps in part because she helped shape some of them herself. It's worth remembering that Duncan's comments about Clark just a few months earlier were particularly harsh and cutting, adding even more fuel to the controversy at the time.